Ohayou gozaimasu. Welcome to morning Aikido stretching and movement. It's a little chilly in the house today. It's going to be a lot chillier tomorrow, so we're going to do some more vigorous training today to try to warm you up and get you ready for the polar vortex. Can't believe it. Oh well. Hey, hands by your side. Let's bow in. Onegai shimasu. Start with some breathing. Fountain breathing. Straight up the middle. Oh. Really in through the nose, top of the head, down the spine, into the abdomen. One more. Now other direction, really stretch. Down the middle. So with every inhale, rock forward onto the toes of onto your toes. Exhale back to the heels. Heaven and earth. Really reach up. Get forward on the toes, back on the heels. One more. Up. See how far back you can rock on the heels while keeping your balance. And last one, legs a little wide. One more. Okay, and then just some vigorous inhale, 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 inhale. Throw it forward. Really stretch those arms. Inhale, 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 and one more. Hands together. Some rowing. Again, big circle. Nice and swift pace this morning. Each. And other side. Exhale. Now top to bottom. Other side, top to bottom, big circle. Let the air come out. Feel yourself root into the ground. Okay. And legs wide. Nice figure eight. Big circle up, really stretch. Down. Open the chest. All right, let me take the sweatshirt off. I'm finally warming up. Okay, so let's get a little more into the knees, back and forth. And then straight up and down. Extend out as if you're grabbing a tree. Feel like you're leaning back, shift the weight to the back heels. Take a few breaths here, try to get as low as you can. Shift the weight back. Okay, good. So, again, we've been working on some of our Ikkyo openings. Pretty much everything you need for the 5th Q test. But let's just practice this Ikkyo Undo. So again, intercepting and Ikkyo. And pivot. Ikkyo. Zengo Undo. Both sides. Front. Front, back, front, back, front, back. Okay, so let's review our Ikkyo movements. So again, Shomanuchi. Okay, inhale and exhale. Both hands activated. Big circular movement, again similar to the rowing exercise forward. Okay, Shomanuchi Ikkyo Omote. Now Ura, step, Tenka. And one more. Then we went to I Hamni. Again, a circle starts a little bit at your hip, or the basic I Hamni Ikkyo Mote. Right? Starts a little bit, and you're being grabbed, redirect, Omote. Ura, more similar to Shomanuchi, driving up, Tenka. Driving up, Tenka. One more. Very good. All right, now our Gyaku Hamni. Again, the circle starts a little higher. Omote. Okay. Important is the footwork. Slide and cover. Change Hamni. Omote. Again. Really try to get that coordination of the knee and front hand, front knee, front hand, back knee, back hand. One more time. So they move together, but a little bit out of sync to accommodate the partner. Okay, and then ura, side and back. In, okay, and side back. Okay, two more, ura. Downward kazushi, unbalancing your partner downward, and then creating the circle from a low point. Okay, after that we did yokomanuchi arimi, enter, over. Same footwork, side and cover. Enter. And one hand is a temi. Boom, one is a block. Temi hand becomes the grabbing hand. Temi, block. Actually, more like a cutting hand. Okay, and ura, arimi, tank. Okay. Arimi, tank. Two more. Yokomanuchi Ikkyo, arimi, tenkan. One more. Good. Okay, and then yesterday we worked on ski, ushiro tenkan. So again, a little bit similar to the katatadori gyaku hamni, but instead of going to the side, we're taking it back. Ikkyo mote. Ikkyo mote. Okay. And Ikkyo ura. Ikkyo ura. So you can also, with gyaku hamni, with a wrist grab, if it's really coming in strongly with a lot of downward force, ushiro tenkan is another opening. Okay, it used to be a very common opening. Shiva Sensei made this a more basic opening, moving to the side, but again, if you have a lot of force, why not come back? Just like the ski ushiro tenkan. Take that force, go with it, and then wind back up with the hip. Okay, so today we're going to do a little ushiro tekubadori and also some morotadori. So let's start reviewing our ushiro attack. So remember, someone's standing here, cut, step. Okay, that's your grab. So you cut down the front wrist, grab it, take a close step, grab the back wrist. Okay, so again, the person's moving. So this is an exact corollary. You may end up with slightly different feet or body position, but really think of that cut and grab. Okay? Don't think so much about grabbing because it tends to lift your center up. Think about cutting that hand, then grabbing. So you're grabbing on the downward element of the movement. So cut the hand, grab both hands. And cut, grab. Okay? So you end up with a nice strong downward base, power in the pinky, okay, into your legs and knees, not, okay? So one more time, the ushiro, this is ushiro tekubidori, ushiro ryotadori, both mean the same, rear wrist grab. Okay? And again, as uke, here's your hand getting cut. Okay, you have to leave this hand back a little, otherwise you're not going to try to grab it, but then immediately roll the hand forward. Okay, so this is just the very basic opening. Feel your hand be cut, step, and rotate. One more time, cut, rotate. So hopefully this will shift your partner's center forward so they're a little bit in front of you. So now let's do the Ikkyo movement. Cut. Notice how I'm kind of giving a little bit, shifting my weight to the back foot, and then shifting forward as I rotate. Okay? But if I stay stiff like this, there's no point in them trying to get behind me. The idea is like, oh yeah, you got me. Oh, bam! No, you don't. One more time. Grab, shift, and both wrists rotating. So now let's do the Ikkyo movement. Again, this is a basic Ikkyo movement. Shift and Ikkyo. Okay? So shift, step forward, rotate, back. And then the hands kind of rotate so that you can grab the elbow. Okay. Shift, forward, and back. Okay. So, again, Toei Sensei has an exercise of this. Boom. Okay. This is more of as if you're going to throw. If as soon as they grab, you rotate and throw them Kokyunage. So let's do a few of those first. Up, Kokyunage. And you can see it's the same rotation, it's just I'm really projecting from the back heel. One more. Bam! Splat. One more. Rotate. Okay. Now let's go back to Ikkyo. Smaller rotation. Then as you step back, a rotation forward. Okay. Smaller rotation, Ikkyo. So visualize it in your head. Kokyunage. Ikkyo. Slowly, you're bringing your partner forward, going under the arm. Bam! Locking onto the elbow. And then Ikkyo Mote or Ikkyo Ura. Okay, so good to just review some of these motions, visualize it in your head, feel the motion, feel the grab, feel the energy transfer forward or back and then forward. Always forward in the end though. Okay, yeah, let's do one more movement. So again, I wanted to get through all our Ikkyos. So let's just do the openings for Marote Dori, two-hand grab. So again, just to review the attack, notice the similarity. Cut and grab, step and grab. So Marote Dori, pinky as a hand blade, cut and grab. So the person has their hand up, maybe holding a weapon. So you have to approach a little from the side, cut and grab. One more, cut and grab. There's your Marote Dori grab. So a couple of things to think about. Sometimes your partner may drop the elbow. So this time as you cut and grab, you have to keep energy in the bottom hand. So notice how my body twists a little. Okay, they may drop their hand down. You have to cover, you have to keep your knee bent so you can keep that palm attached, otherwise you lose the contact. So maybe they keep their hand in the middle. You still have to keep pretty low to keep that bottom hand connected. Okay, and then let's quickly review the Ikkyo openings. So here comes the grab, they cut you down. Tankan, up, Ikkyo. I'll do it from this direction. They grab, up, here's your circle. Just like our Shomanuchi Ikkyo, okay? High to low. or low to high, low to high. It is morning. Here they are, they cut me down, low to high. Okay, one more. They cut down, low to high. Ikkyo. So that, anyone remember what that one is? That is our Jodan Ikkyo. Okay? Again, because the actual Ikkyo starts high. Jodan, high level. Okay, so Jodan Ikkyo opening. Okay, the next one is the middle opening. They cut you down, but maybe you're able to keep your elbow close to your body. Tank on in. So this is middle level. And if you notice from the back, they cut down. My power is coming from the middle level, chewed on. Okay, again, cut to the middle, chewed on. Again, the circle happens more in this plane, in the horizontal plane. I always call it polishing the table. They cut down to the middle, polish the table. There's your Ikkyo at chewed on middle level. And last one, everyone's favorite, not really, more difficult one. Okay. They grab, you're able to drop your elbow. Keep the hand high. So I'll start from the back here. You're going to tank on, sweep to the side, boom. So again, the Ikkyo is starting at a low level, so we would call this Geidan. Okay. They cut, you drop your elbow. Oh, sorry, I'm coming the wrong way. You're going to sweep to the side just like Kitatadori Gyaku Hamni, side and cover, changing the Hamni. So a little more tricky version. We usually don't ask for that till Shodan. So tank on, shift to the side. Here's your Ikkyo Omote, Ikkyo Ua. Okay? So that's good. That's most of our basic Ikkyo openings. Again, I feel nice and warm now after waking up into a cold situation. Pre-polar vortex morning. But yeah, so really good to just practice this footwork, practice this handwork. Okay? And again, try to make sure you're engaging both hands. You're not just trying to disconnect them from the center, especially on this Ikkyo, Shomanuchi Ikkyo. I think it's really important to try to unify your body. Okay, we'll finish up for now. I went a little bit long, but next week we're going to work on Kokyu-ho and Tai-no Henko movements. And again, just explore a lot of different openings, ways of kind of opening up the movement, the basic movement. And I don't know about you, but I've enjoyed practicing in the morning. This is our first week of morning. So let me know on Messenger or any email if you have any suggestions, anything you'd like to explore. I was thinking of maybe going through a whole test and going through the movements for the test. Again, these are more come from the Birinkai curriculum, but are pretty applicable to all styles of Aikido. All right, so let's bow out, hands to the side. Domo arigato gozaimashita. And take care and stay warm, East Coasters.